Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that transcends gender barriers, offers women a set of valuable tools to navigate the challenges of modern life and achieve holistic well-being. Its principles, far from being exclusive to a single group, become a powerful guide for female empowerment and building a fuller and more meaningful life. In today's video, we will explore 10 Stoic lessons that can help women improve their lives and set a better example for those around them. Let's dive into these principles and see how they can lead you to become a better woman. The Stoic virtues are not just abstract concepts, they are the foundation for a full and meaningful life. Wisdom allows you to make the right decisions in any situation. Justice guides you to act with integrity and respect towards others. Courage gives you the strength to face your fears and fight for your dreams. Temperance helps you maintain balance in your emotions and avoid excesses. Cultivating these virtues in your daily life will bring you closer to your best version, the woman you aspire to be. Number 1. Lead by example. Leading by example is one of the most powerful and authentic forms of influence. It's not about sharing words of wisdom or practical advice, but about living according to Stoic values and principles. When your actions align with your virtues and beliefs, you send a clear and forceful message about the importance of consistency between what you say and what you do. Instead of trying to force or criticize others to act correctly, a Stoic leader inspires moral excellence through her own example. She demonstrates wisdom, strength, and compassion in her actions, becoming a role model for everyone around her. Let your behavior be the lighthouse that guides others toward moral excellence. As Marcus Aurelius advised, do not waste any more time arguing about what a good woman should be one. When making decisions, consider how your choices reflect the virtues of your character. Don't be guided solely by immediate desires or interests. Reflect on how your decisions align with virtues such as honesty, justice, compassion, respect, and courage. Act in a way that strengthens your character and brings you closer to being a better woman. Your principles, put into action, speak louder than words or empty judgments. Forget fleeting opinions and superficial appearances. Your actions, guided by sound principles, are the true measure of your character and the foundation for building a genuine reputation. While empty words and hasty judgments fade into the wind, just and consistent actions leave an indelible mark on people's hearts. Celebrate your achievements and skills with pride, recognizing the effort and dedication that got you there. However, avoid falling into arrogance or disdain towards those who have not yet reached the same level. Remember that each person walks their own path and that success is not defined in just one way. Protect and purify your moral purpose, strengthen your character against misfortune, and never compromise your integrity. A virtuous spirit can withstand all worldly changes and applause, continuing to consistently demonstrate the excellence of your soul through life's trials and triumphs. Constant virtue inspires those around you. Number 2, fulfill your roles appropriately. Instead of focusing your energy on the relentless pursuit of external recognition and status, direct your attention towards developing your character and making a positive contribution in the various roles you play in life. Be the best daughter, wife, mother, friend, colleague, neighbor, or community member you can be, leaving a mark through your actions. Approaching each of your roles with attention, presence, and wisdom means weaving a solid network of responsibilities in different areas of your life. This network is composed of the relationships you cultivate, the contributions you make, and the opportunities you seize at every stage of your journey. How can you participate in each personal role with awareness and purpose? As a mother, provide loving guidance. As a daughter, honor your parents. Support your partner through the joys and trials of life. Bring your full humanity to every interaction, avoiding unnecessary anxiety around meeting social standards or timelines. Focus on conscious engagement with each person in your life. Let go of perfectionism or rigid expectations. Simply bring your authentic self and take full care of yourself to do what this moment requires of you with devotion. Lead others by the example of integrity you demonstrate. Passionately pursue educational causes and careers that serve others. Fully develop your capabilities and make positive contributions to society. However, remember that to achieve your worldly ambitions and goals, it is essential to first strengthen the foundations of your personal life and fulfill your basic responsibilities. By attending to your fundamental duties, you will be building a solid foundation upon which you can build your dreams. You have been given character and wisdom. Let these shine through right action, whether humble or great. Instead of looking towards the horizon, focus more on the ground directly beneath your feet. Appreciate the mundane details and simple duties that shape your days. Find quiet and humble meaning in excellence and service to those around you right now and wherever life has rooted you. The greatest purpose in life often grows from the smallest, most common seeds. As Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, "What we do now echoes in eternity." True glory and honor in womanhood are not found in the spotlight of laurels and vain glory, but in the quiet glory of each intimate role played diligently throughout the seasons, with kindness, wisdom, humor, and grace. By fulfilling your roles appropriately and with dedication, you contribute to a larger, more meaningful existence. This approach not only enriches your own life, but also positively impacts those around you, creating a ripple effect of virtue and strength. Number 3, serve others. Instead of focusing solely on your own goals and desires, align your life purpose with the greater good. Find meaning in uplifting others through your unique gifts and compassion. Take time to reflect deeply on how your natural strengths, experiences, and wisdom equip you to positively impact the lives of those around you. Within your family, provide wise advice when requested, helping to bear the burden in times of struggle and encouraging development and growth. Offer the gift of your full presence and attention by developing meaningful bonds. Be there for your family members, offering support and comfort during difficult times. Expand your gaze to notice the needs in your local community and society. Get involved with organizations and activism that pursue equality, justice, and other worthy causes. Apply your passion for knowledge, time, and spirit creatively to address social problems. Of course, responsibly, first take care of your health, growth, and self-care. You cannot generously fill the cups of others when yours is empty. Avoid the subtle trap of becoming too absorbed in your own pursuits. Persevere through adversity by seeking balance and cultivating purpose and joy beyond yourself. When challenges arise, focus on how you can help and become a source of strength, healing, wisdom, and refuge for those around you. Whether they are family members or strangers, offer your support and compassion to those who are suffering. Your actions, guided by Stoic principles, can provide solace and inspiration to those in need. By serving others, you create a positive impact that extends beyond your immediate circle. This selfless approach not only enriches the lives of those you help, but also brings a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose to your own life. Number 4, persevere through adversity. Life's inevitable trials and tribulations, obstacles, illness, loss, and unfair treatment, all have the power to test your character and shape hidden inner strength. When you consciously commit to facing difficulties with courage, ingenuity, and perspective, you transform challenges into opportunities for growth. When confronted with intimidating challenges, avoid knee-jerk reactions of discouragement or resignation. Instead, resolve firmly within yourself to endure the temporary storm with wisdom, patience, good cheer, and grace. Seek growth in determination and treat obstacles and misfortunes as opportunities to demonstrate principles of boldness, justice, resilience, and balanced leadership. Each difficulty overcome expands your capacity exponentially. With constant practice, facing trials head-on, you learn to prevail mightily even through the greatest gales, unleashing the power and wisdom hidden within you. When suffering comes, face it with conscious presence. Do not numb yourself or avoid legitimate pain and grief through distraction, denial, or suppression. Instead, listen to your pain and anger patiently, allowing them room to surface, expand fully, and then release naturally, like waves in the ocean, until calm returns. Pain often follows its own rhythms and has a strange reason. Grant it presence in the darkest nights and stay motivated to continue progressing, focusing solely on taking the right action. When tribulations seem relentless, break seemingly gigantic problems into small, manageable steps. Keep walking one step at a time, placing one foot in front of the other. Although progress may move slowly inch by inch, those inches will travel miles in time. Through sheer perseverance, your feet will take you far. As the saying goes, courage is grace under pressure. When you learn to face trials with spirited wit and unwavering poise, you emerge from the storm undeniably wiser, stronger, and more composed. Just as the pressures of life reveal diamonds, your light shines even brighter after you have conquered an incredibly long night. Keep persevering forward through all adversity. Number 5. Appreciate the simple pleasures. Avoid basing your happiness and value predominantly on materialism, appearance, and the pursuit of infinite ambition. True satisfaction and meaning are derived from participating in life's most basic yet profound gifts. Pause amid the bustle of daily responsibilities and take time to reflect on the many simple joys that are available to all of us. Notice them in the warm embrace of a loved one, the unbridled laughter with close friends, the relaxing chorus of birdsong at dusk, or the sweet aroma of evening rain. To enjoy these blessings that nourish the soul, it is not necessary to have material wealth. Learn to savor the time spent connecting meaningfully with family and friends, enjoying their presence. Consciously simplify and declutter your life to intentionally refocus each day on those relationships and practices that truly feed your spirit, rather than blindly starving it through the pursuit of status and luxury. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude for your body's miraculous but often overlooked functions, such as senses, mobility, and recovery from illness. In a world that constantly bombards us with negative messages, it is easy to fall into the trap of dissatisfaction. Stoicism invites you to practice gratitude, to focus on the good things in your life, big and small. Expressing gratitude for what you have will help you appreciate what is often taken for granted and reduce surrounding negativity. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude, and you will see how your perspective on life transforms. Be grateful for your eyes that allow you to witness the greatness of nature, for your ears that can be filled with the transcendence of music, and for your hands that allow you to create. A simpler life focused on community and character often enriches us exponentially more than the increasingly hasty attainment of wealth. Satisfaction and happiness lie not in the endless acquisition of material goods, but in the meaning of the simplest daily blessings. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "Set your mind to gain peace of mind by cultivating integrity and wisdom." Before desiring wealth, consider wealth and status simply as something entrusted to you, rather than a goal. Dedicate yourself to cultivating a calm mind. True happiness and satisfaction are not found in the perception of material or worldly gains, but in living and relating with integrity, meaning, and service. Number 6. Reflect on yourself. Avoid complacency and stagnation by periodically reviewing your traits, behaviors, and motivations introspectively. This practice illuminates areas where you need to strengthen and demonstrate greater wisdom. Set aside time daily to reflect on your recent thoughts, words, and actions without excessive judgment. Honestly perceive any patterns that emerge, such as old weaknesses like gossip, jealousy, or anger. Cultivate new virtues such as patience, discretion, charity, or courage that arise organically. Track your progress and give yourself time to reflect carefully before going to bed each night on what happened during the day. Ask yourself whether you acted consistently in alignment with your highest value principles and sense of purpose. In the morning, recap and think about whether you allowed yourself to be distracted by more selfish impulses and worldly concerns. Review your various interactions and choices while they are still fresh and observe the lessons learned. Make this simple practice of constant self-evaluation a habit, avoiding excessive self-criticism or self-judgment. The ultimate goal is to improve your everyday life through compassionate, radical self-awareness and patience with inherent imperfection, not through condemnation of missteps. Progress slowly but persistently, and periodically recognize areas of authentic growth and your merits. Celebrate victories while remaining a humble apprentice. No matter how solid your virtues may seem in certain domains, remember that there are always higher levels of expansive wisdom, skill, and noble character to cultivate. Continue to humbly refine yourself without resting on your laurels. As the great Greek philosopher Socrates said, "A life is not worth living without examining it regularly." While this may sound ruthless, compassionate wisdom builds essential self-knowledge and perspectives, allowing you to progressively discern and externalize your noblest words and actions each day. Number 7. Live in the present. Instead of focusing on current experiences unfolding in the present moment, many people find themselves repeatedly bringing unproductive thoughts about the past to mind. When you notice your thoughts drifting toward regrets, nostalgia, shame, guilt, or other narratives, subtly but firmly redirect your attention to the moment you are living. Remember that the past cannot be changed. It is best to honor it by applying any useful lessons and then relinquishing attachment to it. Similarly, when your mind wanders to endless worries about possible future outcomes, refocus on the opportunities and duties of the present. The future remains ultimately beyond your control. Participate reflectively only in what this exact moment requires, without exhausting energy in imagining hypothetical scenarios. Making mindfulness meditation a daily, consistent practice can help strengthen your mental muscle to calmly bring your attention back to the present again and again. To practice mindfulness, sit quietly, breathe consciously, and release distracting thoughts as they arise. Inhale and exhale, staying anchored in the present. This practice helps avoid getting lost in excessive thoughts about the static past or imaginary futures. Each moment becomes fresh and precious when you live it completely. By number 8, avoid gossip and pettiness. Don't allow yourself to get caught up in or emotionally involved in unnecessary interpersonal dramas, whether as a victim or a participant. Instead, take the wiser path of moderation, understanding, and maturity when facing conflict. Be careful when you find yourself harboring resentments, endlessly repeating slights received from others, or wanting to get revenge on those who knowingly or unknowingly wronged you. When you realize that you are spiraling into such unproductive mindsets, consciously release grudges quickly instead of fabricating endless unpleasant memories or past experiences. Every day offers the gift of starting over and taking a step forward. Likewise, reject the temptation to engage in gossip, complain excessively about the shortcomings of others, or tear people down behind their backs with destructive comments. Do not negatively judge the complexities, mistakes, and shortcomings of others, as they are probably similar to your own. Give your opinion and criticize only when absolutely necessary, and always within a context of nuance and sincere compassion for our shared struggles. Avoid being dragged into exhausting and prolonged interpersonal conflicts and dramas. Handle inevitable disputes and differences maturely, with rational poise and minimal ego, rather than reactive emotions and impulses. Make it a practice of letting go, instead of holding on to past hurts and slights. Demonstrate true wisdom, leadership, and inner strength by refusing to engage in pettiness, excessive complaining, or trivial gossip. Stay out of reach of the provocations, shortcomings, mistakes, and immaturity that unfortunately prevail in much of humanity, and guide others by your own example. Number 9. Judge your worth by your character. Your value as an individual should not be defined by external factors such as social status, wealth, or the approval of others. These elements are fleeting and superficial and do not reflect your true essence. Instead, your value lies in your character, the virtues you cultivate, and the actions you take. Carefully examine your own psyche to notice whether you unconsciously measure your inherent worth as a person, according to ego-validating markers of worldly status, prestigious job titles, degrees from elite institutions, salaries, public praise, and glory. Deep down, you know that all those external aspects are temporary and ultimately out of your control. They do not define or increase your intrinsic human value. Instead, prioritize the diligent cultivation of internal and eternal virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, moderation, honesty, and compassion. This continuous process of internal evolution, focused on progressively refining the excellence of your own soul, provides a much deeper and lasting sense of self-respect, fulfillment, and satisfaction than any amount of external validation. Imagine a person who has achieved a position of high social status through questionable means. Despite their wealth and power, this person does not inspire genuine respect or admiration. In contrast, a person who lives with integrity, compassion, and humility, even in difficult circumstances, is recognized and valued for their inner nobility. Carefully seek to ignite that inner fire of wisdom, justice, courage, and compassion. By living fully each day according to your highest knowledge, cultivating your character, and demonstrating your virtues in your daily conduct, you will achieve intrinsic value and open the doors to genuine success and lasting happiness. True satisfaction comes not from external approval, but from the awareness that you are living a life consistent with your values and making a positive contribution to the world with integrity. No title or external status can ever confer the genuine worth that springs directly from your inner light. Let it shine radiantly. Number 10. See luxuries for what they are. Avoid becoming overly dependent on or clinging desperately to non-essential material pleasures and status symbols. Instead, learn to enjoy judiciously and without attachment. Material goods are simply extras, potentially given or taken on the fickle wheel of fortune. Take conscious stock of the luxuries and comforts you currently enjoy: a big house, luxury car, expensive purchases, vacations abroad. There is nothing wrong with having these blessings when they are available, but you should be aware that they may not always be permanent fixtures in your life. Do not take possession of luxuries for granted, nor assume that they have infinite permanence. Instead of seeking happiness in material possessions and status symbols, cultivate the ability to enjoy life's simple pleasures. Learn to appreciate the beauty of nature, the company of your loved ones, and everyday moments of joy. These long-lasting pleasures will give you deeper, more enduring satisfaction than any material good. Imagine a person who lives surrounded by luxury, but constantly feels empty and dissatisfied. Instead of continuing to search for more possessions to fill a void, learn to enjoy a walk in the park, a conversation with a friend, or a home-cooked meal with your family. These simple pleasures can bring you deeper, more lasting happiness than any material goods. Detaching yourself from material possessions does not mean living in poverty or refusing to enjoy life's pleasures. It's about finding a balance between enjoyment and attachment. Enjoy the good things that life offers you, but don't let these things define you or control you. Remember that material possessions are temporary and will not bring you lasting happiness. Focus on building strong relationships, pursuing your passions, and contributing to the world in meaningful ways. These experiences will give you a deeper and more lasting satisfaction than any material good. Recognize that wealth and leisure are not ends in themselves, but rather tools you can use to reach your full potential and contribute to the well-being of others. Instead of pursuing wealth and leisure as status symbols or sources of fleeting pleasure, use them as means to personal growth, developing your talents and taking positive actions in the world. Use wealth and leisure responsibly and ethically, ensuring your actions do not harm others or the environment. Find ways to use your resources to promote social justice, sustainability, and the common good. Use your resources judiciously for worthy purposes. Of course, one must seek to satisfy one's own and family needs to maintain health, dignity, and sustenance without falling into modern consumer culture. This consumer culture generates the precarious illusion that luxury items, social image, and the esteem of others are the measure of your maximum value as a person. The reality is that your integrity, your character, and the depth of your wisdom matter infinitely more than superficial circumstances. Remain humble and practice simplicity, for luxuries easily become subtle shackles when they foster dependency. To maintain inner freedom, weather changing fortunes, and honor virtue above all, live simply even if you are blessed with surplus wealth. As the great Stoic philosopher Seneca states in his work on the shortness of life, riches do not free the spirit but bind it with new chains. For him, the unbridled pursuit of wealth was a source of stress, anxiety, and mental slavery. He believed that happiness was not found in the accumulation of goods, but in the satisfaction of basic needs, and in the cultivation of values such as temperance, generosity, and justice. True wealth does not reside in material possessions, but in virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. In one of his works, Seneca writes, "True wealth consists in not needing more. Maintain perspective in the midst of privilege, humbly appreciate comforts when they are available at the moment, but let go of attachment to them." Stoic philosophy offers invaluable guidance to face life's challenges with grace and determination. As a Stoic, cultivate virtue, embrace impermanence, and seek authenticity in every step you take. If any of this Stoic advice resonated with you, let me know in the comments. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you liked it, give us a like and subscribe to the channel so that we can continue traveling together on the path of Stoic wisdom.